Early fog, then hazy sunshine with some mountain drizzle possible on Thursday. Good Wednesday night, East Tennessee. David Aldridge, Captain Accurate here from the Captain Accurate Weather Command Center. Well, today we outperformed. We hit 83 today, started the morning off at 906 at 63. Record low 36 from 1946-1895. The record high 96. We had 5 days, don't you know? In 2019, we were in the mid-90s. We had a crazy heat wave just 5 years ago in early October. It's hard to believe, but those record highs are still intact. I was expecting 80 today. We didn't even get to 80. In Kingston, it was only 77. And it was only 77 in Crossville, but they did hit 80 in Newport, clearly 82 in Oak Ridge, Maryville, and Sevierville, more indicative that most of us in the valley did reach the lower 80s today with more sunshine. Places like Jamestown, Oneida had more clouds, so they kept temperatures down closer to 70. Still have some ground clutter on the ultimate Doppler radar. The total strikes of lightning would be absent. And as you can see over the time lapse, most of what we've seen is just the ground clutter. Nothing to see here tonight, and certainly the ultimate Doppler radar presented by your local Marco's Pizza. A great place to grab a late night snack. Maybe you're hungry for a pepperoni pizza. Ooh, it's for less than $10. Ooh, that looks so good right now. Hardin Valley, Farragut. They have locations in Maryville, Fountain City, and Halls. Did I mention they do delivery? Oak Ridge, Middlebrook Pike, and Ebenezer Road. Check out marcos.com. Maybe you want a Pozzoli, maybe something different than the pizza. Check out the pepperoni and sausage for less than $6. It is my personal favorite. Nothing to see on the radar tonight. It's quiet. We still have some river flooding. Clearly, the power outages continue to be an issue in places like North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, and beyond. But certainly for us, it's quiet. And the Gulf of Mexico shows a few thunderstorms maybe approaching parts of central Florida, but nothing really noteworthy at this time. Tennessee and Arkansas, the big game is Saturday night. It's on ABC. We're 4-0, and we happen to be the number 4 team in the country. I think we can go higher. Starry skies and pleasant for this ball game. They'll be at the Razorback Stadium there in Fayetteville. Kickoff 78 should be in the upper 60s if you're going to that game during fall break, because Knox County School will be in fall break starting next week. So they might get a jump start on Thursday or Friday. Who knows? But tracking the clouds, there aren't too many of those. The future radar shows that there may be a few drops of rain on Friday. Some of this is just model noise, but I do think once we get to Friday, let's get the clock moving Friday. Yeah, it'll start populating. There it comes. A couple of showers. I left a 30. That's it. 30% chance of rain and maybe a rumble of thunder on Friday, with most of the amount suggested about 1/10 of an inch or less. Most of it may be in the foothills and Smokies. But if we're watching the Gulf of Mexico, and if you're thinking fall break and you're traveling to, say, Tampa, Orlando, maybe Destin, there's a lot of rain building down there, and that's why the National Hurricane Center has their eyes on the Gulf of Mexico. Now, does it get a name right away? Maybe not. But what has gained a name would be Captain Kirk. I was thinking Star Trek. Hurricane Kirk. Hurricane Kirk sounds scary, but he's going to stay out in the middle of the Atlantic. We don't have to worry about him. He's got winds of 90. This could become a major hurricane, but who cares, right? It's just for the boats, the cruise lines, and the shipping interests. That would be about all that Kirk would be a nuisance for. And then there's this new one today, Tropical Depression. Number 13 looks depressed because it's barely moving, but this could become Leslie. So we would go from Kirk to Leslie in a short period of time. But again, it's just fish food. It's just churning up the waters, right? This number 13 is not going to be an issue. But could we get something in the Gulf of Mexico? This was a 40% chance just a few hours ago. But as of 8 p.m. tonight, on a Wednesday night, the National Hurricane Center has dropped it 10% to 30. So now it's coded or shaded in yellow. So it's no longer orange. It's not 40%, it's 30%. But you're saying there's a chance, yes. So whether or not it gets the name Milton, like as in Milton Berle, the late comedian, for those of you old enough to remember Milton, Milton would be the next name on the list if number TD13 gets Leslie, which is logical. But Milton would follow potentially, and then followed up by Nadine, Oscar, and if your name is Patty, you could be on the on-deck circle. Headlines for tonight: early fog to hazy sun tomorrow. We had some dense fog this morning. Some of you thought this was pretty thick. It may not be thick everywhere, but it could be in spots. We'll show you the visibility map here in a moment. Few storms on Friday. Dry weekend, but cooler nights in the 40s ahead. Sometime next week, we'll talk about that in the 7-day. But you can clearly see with high pressure riding into Pennsylvania to the north. We've got a weak front to the far north and west and parts of the Midwest. A couple of sprinkles, and this is mainly model noise. It's overplayed here, but there could be some drizzle in the Smokies tomorrow at midday, and then it dries up. It looks like it dries up pretty rapidly, but we'll find those pop-up showers reappearing, 30% chance on Friday. There's Friday at noon. Doesn't look all that impressive, but by 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, yeah, those scattered. There's still going to be a pop-up shower to storm on Friday, potentially, as it rolls out of here Friday evening. But then it's off to the races with sunshine galore for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and beyond. And our temperatures will be gradually getting cooler, not warmer over time. So for tonight, we're down to 58 degrees, a few clouds, more patches of fog by morning, light winds 0 to 5. Here's the visibility map, and sometimes it doesn't always line up perfectly, but it's still hinting that there's some fog in parts of the foothills and the plateau, and maybe we escape it in the valley, but we'll have to wait and see. Sometimes it can be off a few miles, so we'll keep an eye on the visibility first thing tomorrow morning during the live stream. Thursday, 83, that was our high today, could easily match it. Hazy sun. We had more sunshine today than our northwest plateau neighbors, because places like Oneida and Jamestown were around 70 today. We were obviously 83. That's 13-degree difference. A few difference degrees what a cloud will make. But anyway, southwest winds 5 to 10. I digress. Let's take a look at Thursday's highs. 79 for Greenville, 79 for Crossville. But if you're in Kingston, I would expect you're going to be around 84. If you're in Athens, Madisonville, Tellico Plains, 84. If you're in Wares Valley, about 83. 84 Maryville, Alcoa, and about 81 for our friends in Sevierville, Pigeon Forge on your Thursday. So that's what I expect tomorrow. Now the 7-day, your Captain Accurate Weather Authority forecast looks like this. 82 on Friday, a few more showers, a few more storms, and then it's dry. Now this is a hallmark typical of October is dry weather. It'll feel like fall because 45, coincidentally, is the estimated temperature of when you can begin to see your breath in the morning. So pop in an Altoid, you might be seeing your breath sooner than you think because it'll come in Tuesday night. Wednesday morning, in Knoxville it's 45, it's probably closer to 41 in places like Crossville and Oneida. By the way, the Captain Accurate weather app, just search the 2 words Captain Accurate. It's with Pete Michaels Traffic, the best traffic reporter in town, hands down. But you definitely want the free app so you can get notifications when and if there's another dense fog advisory. It comes right to your phone. You don't have to look for it on social media. It appears. And speaking of social media, if you haven't discovered me on YouTube, please do so. It's real easy to find, youtube.com is, but /@ that sometimes gets people confused, /@ Captain Accurate. And subscribing to this channel is absolutely free and has always been free to join the YouTube channel. However, if you want the app, which is free, you get all the National Weather Service alerts, you get Pete Michaels Traffic, that's paramount, and you get the 3 alerts from Barron, you get lightning alerts. It's fantastic, and it's free as well. But I am going to be posting my winter weather outlook in a matter of weeks, coming this fall, but you have to be a premium member. What does that mean? You hit the subscribe button on my Facebook page, you will be signed up and be able to see the exclusive winter weather outlook. Since we're playing Wednesday night quarterback, I did forecast 8 to 12 inches of snow on the 29th of October last year, and many of you know we got 8.5. Some got 10 or 11 on the Martin Luther King weekend in January this year. So I did nail that forecast, and I would love to share with you what I expect this winter. And I don't think you'll want to miss it. Be the first to see every snow forecast if you're a premium member. It's a mere price of $4.99 for the month. So for the price of a cup of coffee, you can become a premium member. I encourage you to join us. We'd love to have you. And we have a growing group at this time. I've been doing it now for 2 years. So some of us like it. Some of us really like it. I would love for you to sample us. You can cancel at any time. Well, my name is David Aldridge. Some people call me Captain Accurate. And it's not easy being accurate. So weather doesn't surprise you. We'll see you here next time. And see you in the morning. Bye-bye.